Rookie and veteran collectors alike are always looking for better ways to display their collection, especially the Star Wars Black Series collection. Unfortunately, there are not a lot of resources out there to draw inspiration from. Luckily, you're in for a treat today, my friends, as I highlight 31 collectors' Black Series collections and their displays, and it starts after this. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Nerdzoic. If you're new here, my name's Matt, sometimes called Big Nerdy, and this is Nerdzoic. This channel is all about collecting toys, action figures, nostalgia-y stuff, probably do some comic books. If that sounds like it's your thing, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and come back every week for a new video. Today I have something really special, and it's going to be a ton of fun, especially if you're looking for some inspiration for how you want to set up your Black Series collection. I held a survey asking anybody who was interested to show off their collection to send me a short photo or video clip, and I was going to make a montage of it. And that's what we're doing today. I have 32 different people, or 31, a lot of people. And I went through and I put it all together. And we got a lot to look at. This is gonna be a bit of a long video, guys, so grab some popcorn, grab your drink, and let's get ready to do this. I do quick want to say that if you sent me a video and you happen to write that you were under 18, I can't use your video, I'm sorry. I should have put that on the entry that nobody under 18, but these videos aren't made for kids because YouTube rules and stuff. So if you're under 18, my apologies, but you can't be part of this. We start off with the collection of Jeff Moore. Jeff has between 100 and 150 pieces in his collection, so it's pretty big. It's got a beautiful setup, as you guys can see. I love the way he set this up on the bookshelves. It looks very classy, for lack of a better word. It doesn't look like a pegboard toy store like mine does. I love his vintage collection, how he has them set up so you can see everybody without having to have them behind anyone. He's got a great mix of figures, helmets, lightsabers, vehicles. He actually only has some on display due to limited space. He's been collecting since he was a kid, but he sold most of his original toys, and then he got back into buying in the 90s when his son was small. What makes collecting the Black Series special to Jeff? The memories of getting the 3 3/4 inch figures as a kid. Next up is AXEL's collection. He's been collecting for 2 years and has 78 figures across all 3 trilogies. For him, it's all about the prequel figures, though. He has a lot more figures from the original trilogy timeline, but the clones and the Jedi are what he's all about. He's also proud to say that he bought all of his figures from retail or were gifted, and none of them were purchased with scalper support, so we love to hear that. I love how he's got them all set up in the DTOF. Makes me want to buy a DTOF when I'm at IKEA next week because I'm running out of space, but that looks great, Axel. Next off, we have the collection of Zach. This is the first line of action figures Zach has collected, and buddy, I think you're off to a pretty good start here. Love the way you have them set up in the bookshelf. I also love that you got everyone to stand pretty neatly. Cool poses all around. Nice choice keeping the HasCon exclusive Luke in the box. So yeah, pretty great collection, man. You're off to a good start. Welcome to an addicting and expensive hobby. I love the vehicles on the bottom too. Oh, nice. I love that thing. Takes up half your room though, doesn't it? Here we have the collection of Sebastian DINAPOLI. I hope I'm saying that right. He's only been collecting Black Series for 5 months, but I'd say he's off to a hell of a good start with a beautiful display. I love the lighting you put in the bookshelf, dude. Looks really good. You ready for this? Even though he's only been collecting for 5 months, listen to these stats. He's got 118 figures, 5 vehicles, and 4 helmets. Holy crap. As a vintage collector, when the 6-inch line released, he was not that interested, but the Gamorrean Guard, which by the way is my #1 best Black Series figure, changed everything for him. He bought his first piece in April, and it's been a wild and expensive ride since then. He now says that he's all in, getting all of the new releases and grabbing up as much as he can from what was released before. Sebastian, my man, that is a beautiful set. I love that you got some stuff from Ollie's there. You gotta watch my video on how to get the tags off though. They come off really well from Ollie's, trust me, I know.
Here we have the collection of Jonathan Hardesty. Another beautiful setup where he has his DTOF set to the corners of his TV, which has a really cool look to it. It has them lit really nice. He's got his big old fellas on top of the DTOF. The only thing I suggest, man, is you got so many great figures, you need to get some risers in there so you can see the guys in the back. Qui-Gon and young Obi-Wan are kind of hidden. Maybe you did that on purpose. Chewie looks okay though because he's so giant. He's been collecting this line for 5 years and is at 202 figures. The thing that makes the Black Series collection to him is he likes having a physical representation of a franchise that means a lot to him. Next up, we have the beautiful loose collection of Aaron. You can check him out on YouTube at LEGOMATIC9 or on Instagram at LM9_productions. He's been collecting the Black Series since 2014 and has about 155 figures in his collection. He does have some SH figure art and some Mafex figures thrown in there as well. He also has a custom ARC Troopers that he made himself a few years ago. It's a beautiful collection. I love how he has them stacked like I had previously mentioned to somebody else. That way you can see everybody. Makes me want to do some opening, I'm not gonna lie. But again, absolutely gorgeous collection here. Look at it. Oh, man. Number 8 is McLovin. Is that your real name? He has 5 Star Wars figures in his collection, and if you look above and below, you can see he's got a lot of other collections, so this is just a piece of his collection. Here we have Mike's collection, starting off with some of those beautiful Black Series helmets that we love, and a heck of a Trooper Army build he's got. He's got the throne room scene set up, and over here you can see he's got more Black Series figures. He's been collecting for about 5 years. He's got a gorgeous collection. I gotta say, my favorite part of your collection, Mike, is how you have the figure set up by scene, especially that throne room scene, man. That's really, really cool. You're now looking at the collection of Matt Davenport, aka Mr. Matt Fett on Instagram, who's been collecting since 2013. He had a complete set at one point of mint on card blue and orange cards, but sold them back in 2019 so he could buy more Black Series. He's been there since the beginning with Star Wars, man, with Luke Skywalker and Chewbacca back in '78. It's something that is just very close to his heart. He doesn't have the gotta catch 'em all mentality anymore, thank God, because he would probably be broke. So he's focused on bounty hunters and original trilogy. Next up is Reddit user IHAVETHEHIGHGROUND or YouTube Rage HD15. Started collecting with the quarantine, and it's given him a chance to show off his inner hermit. Next up, we have the Forsaken Sentry, which you can actually check out over here at YouTube, the Forsaken Sentry. He's been collecting the Black Series for about 3 months now, and he's only collecting from the prequel Clone Wars era, but as you can see, he's off to a pretty darn good start. His other collection is just Ahsoka, due to her being his favorite character, and right now his favorite figure is the Clone Commander Obi-Wan, which of course is in my top 10 best figures. What makes collecting this line special to him is the characters themselves, their backstories, their personalities, and the moments in the show, whether it's Ahsoka walking away from the council or Anakin chopping off the head of Dooku. It's all special to him. Here's John Rodman's 26 figure collection. Off to a great start. He's loved Star Wars since he was 6 years old. Beautiful collection, John. Here we have the collection of Zach Z, aka Star_Toys with 2 Z's, no S. He's been collecting the Black Series for about 5 years. He started collecting after an unsuccessful Force Friday when The Force Awakens came out. Oh, I hear you there. And then he got into the hunting and the fever just, it hit him, man, and he became a completionist into the red line. Star Wars was always a big thing for him growing up, and this is just something he loves to do, and it's something he can pass to his children in one day. So you can see he's got a gorgeous collection, a great setup. I love that you have all those original trilogy 6-inch figures. There you can see his loose collection on bookshelves. Very well lit. Again, man, great collection. Oh, I love it. You've really managed to set up a heck of a collection really quick too, dude.
Oh hey, me again. You guys enjoying this? If you are, give me the old thumbs up. Alright, let's go back and see another collection.
Here we have the collection of Alex Flores, who has been collecting for just 9 months. He only collects original trilogy and prequel trilogy because he has zero feelings for the sequel trilogy. Again, I feel you there. He's been a Star Wars fan since childhood, and collecting the line gives him a chance to physically express his love for the franchise. Next up, we have the collection of Teresa, who's been collecting since 2015. She is a huge Star Wars fan and loves the realistic details that come with the Black Series line. We move over to the collection of Connor. On Reddit, you can find him under ARBITER4791. He's been collecting since 2015. He's been a massive Star Wars fan since he was 7, so being able to get the lightsabers and helmets that he has in his collection was a dream come true. He's very proud of his collection, and collecting the line makes him happy. His first Black Series figure was the hooded Kylo Ren when he was 14. He does his best to keep up to date with all the new releases, but at this point he's getting the characters that he likes rather than just the random ones that he sees in stores. Good choice, man. That's a good, smart fiscal decision there. I love his setup, and I love how he used the accent blue light. Really gives him a nice pop. Man, some of your guys' loose collections are seriously giving me the, ooh, maybe I want to open feels, not gonna lie. Here we have Xavier's collection, again set up beautifully on a bookshelf. He's been collecting for about 2 years. He always played with the Star Wars toys and loves the movies, even though he dislikes a few like all of us. But for as long as he can remember, he's always been a Star Wars fan, and that's why he collects the Black Series. Here we have the collection of David Felix. You can find David on YouTube. He's got a channel under his name, David Felix, where he does a lot of Battlefront 2 streaming. He's been collecting the Black Series since 2019, and he's built up quite a nice collection already, if you take a look there. Every figure was bought at retail price or under, thank God. His cheapest purchase was Captain Rex for $5. How the hell did you pull that off, man? That's awesome. When the line first launched, he was sticking to those 3 3/4 inch figures, but after he got the Sand Trooper as a gift in 2013 and then the Snow Trooper in 2016, yeah, it was all downhill from there. Or uphill. Yeah, I'm going to view it as uphill. Hey, Baby Yoda. Here we have the collection of Rene, who's been collecting for about 4 years. They wrote 4. I'm assuming that's years, not months. It might be 4 months. Either way, another beautiful collection here set up loose. They collect because it fulfills a childhood fantasy of getting any figure you want, regardless of income, because like me, when you grow up, you can't afford everything. I know that feeling, man. I grew up in a very low-income family. Here we have the collection of Ryan Watson. He's been collecting since 2013, and you can find him on Twitter at Ryan on Broadway. He's got 68 pieces in his collection so far, with 8 more on pre-order. He's never looked at the value, but if his wife asks, he's going to say that he spent not nearly as much. Oh, if his wife's watching this, he probably spent like maybe, I don't know, $75 on all this stuff. Maybe 80 tops, right? Yeah, Ryan, you owe me. Star Wars was a hobby for him and his father. His father actually introduced him to the movies and then told him about the toys that were no longer in stores. They used to go to antique stores together to try to find some of the original Star Wars toys. He ended up with around 25 original toys, but the real joy was the excitement of the hunt. I know that feeling, Ryan. He now shares those toy hunts with his 8-year-old daughter after he introduced her to the movies. He hopes to create similar memories for his daughter that he has with his dad. Man, that's beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. I do the same thing with my kid. I think that's the cool thing about toys, is it really brings generations together, and Star Wars being a franchise that's now been, 3 generations at least, really brings everyone together. It's a great thing. Oh, look at that. He's got all the new ones already, too, out on display. Gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Here we have the collection of black Chandelier Mirage. Check them out on YouTube. Next up is the collecting of BENCE. His Instagram is Star Wars Black Series without an A in the word black. Even though he just started collecting in 2020, he got his first official figure in 2017 with the Star Wars Black Series Starkiller base Kylo Ren. Here we have the collection of Arthur Henderson, who loves the size and detail of the Black Series line. He's got a nice mix of those die-cast figures in there too. I had bought one of them, but I decided I didn't need to get another line and ended up selling it, but they were really nicely made. They ended up clearancing them out pretty cheap too, so I kind of regret going in and buying up a bunch. I love how you mix the boxes in too, because you guys know I'm a nerd for that. Hey, Walking Dead. Good comic. Hey, new stuff. And the Snowspeeder. Here we have the collection of Aaron. You can find him at BACKINTIMECOSPLAY on Facebook. He has around 44 pieces in his collection and was really surprised to find out how much they're actually worth now, especially as Commander Wolf and his first day of release Target Mandalorian, which I assume you mean the white box, which, that's awesome. He loves the attention to detail that the Black Series provides, and of course, he loves Star Wars. Next up is Clarke, and Clarke actually has a toy photography Instagram account. Go follow it. It's TF_Marvel_ACBA. He considers his collection small but unique. I don't think that's small at all, man. I think that's a very well-managed collection of just your favorites. He's been a lifelong fan of Star Wars since his dad introduced the movies to him, and the Black Series takes him back to playing with the toys as a kid. He grew up with the prequels, so he really enjoys those figures especially, and he really enjoys focusing on troopers. He's also a customizer, so I don't know if maybe he has some pictures of that on his Instagram, but go check it out, you can see. Here we have the collection of 𝐿G. He's been collecting for about 5 years, and as you can see, it is a gorgeous collection. He's got more than just Black Series, obviously. He collects the line because it gives him a lot of nostalgia, and get this, he actually lives in the city where Kenner brought the Star Wars toys to life. That would be really cool. That's awesome, man. I love the way you have your Black Series hung on the wall like that, too. I'd probably go insane trying to get him to be that level, though. Beautiful collection. You should be very proud of it. Here's the collection of Kevin L. You can find him on YouTube at the channel Live at the Cantina. He's got each shelf organized by trilogy. His top shelf is the sequels, which is his personal favorite. Middle shelf is the prequels, and then the bottom shelf is the original trilogy. He just got into collecting Black Series about 2 months ago, and he's found that in the terrible global pandemic world that we're in, it's really brought him some joy, and that makes me really happy to hear. Makes me feel like maybe I helped with that, so keep watching, man. World's gonna get better eventually. It has to. It can't get much worse. All right, here is David B's collection, and he starts off by having the Nerdzoic old school logo in there. I love that, man. That's awesome. He's got a huge collection, and again, not just Star Wars. There's Kane. Kane is in there with Bib Fortuna, probably going to choke slam him. But this is a very, very big collection that's a lot more than just Star Wars. He's got over 150 total pieces. I'm not sure if that's Black Series or Star Wars altogether. But like I said, beautiful collection, and way to improvise using an empty TV Samsung box there as a shelf. Very creative. Go to the planet core. Every time I see Boss Nass, that's all I think about. Not sure what those are. Are those some of the 12-inch action collection, or are those hot toys? I can't tell in the video. I don't think they're hot toys because of the detail, but they're not bad looking. They might be the 12-inch collection, but I didn't know they made them still. Interesting. I love that the probe droid's just chilling behind the old LJNs. Here we have the collection of Larry from Quebec, Canada. He really enjoys this line of figures, as if that's not evident by the awesome collection. Oh, he almost had a tumble there. Whew, that was close. A beautiful loose collection again. I love how he's got the bookshelves set up. They look fantastic. Beautiful, Larry, man. Keep on collecting and stay nerdy, my friend. I also love that you didn't just stick to Black Series figures and you added in some of those awesome Black Series helmets too. Next up is the very large and diversified collection of Ryan Christie, who's been collecting the Black Series since 2014. If he had to guess, he'd say that his collection's worth over $2,000. He collected 3 3/4 inch his whole life, but he switched over to Black Series completely because of the detail and just how great the quality of the figures were. I love his space walls, man. I wish they made those I wish Hasbro made them so they were more affordable, because if those are the ones I'm thinking of, they're crazy expensive. But not gonna lie, looking at your setup makes me want to go buy some. Holy crap. Absolutely gorgeous, man. Love it. You did a great job setting this up. I love the big glass cases. Those don't look like DTOLVs though. So whatever you got, I like them. That brings us to our final display, and it's BossBot 21. He loves this line because of the dynamic poses he can get out of the figures and that they look just awesome. In his opinion, it's just not something you can get out of the vintage collection. He hopes to expand his collection in the future with more great figures. I'm sure you will. You're off to a hell of a start though, my friend. That's it, folks. I know this was a longer video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some inspiration on what to do with your display. Until next time, be cool and stay nerdy.